morning everyone, this is Sunil T. Malik from First Year College of Bachelor of Secondary Education, Batch 4, major in English. Now I know some of the things whose students are not so likable in mathematics, and sometimes sees it as a boring one who's so hard to understand. Before we continue to our main lesson, I will fill you first the importance of math. Now, here is the question. It is okay to not learn math? Absolutely, 100% no. Why? Because mathematics makes our life in order and prevent chaos. Without math, everything in this world or even in the universe will be in balance. And did you know that the beginning of creation, there is already a math? The size, the distance, and even the time, it's all related in math. Did you know that? If not, now you know. Even until now, math matters in our everyday life, like in managing or budgeting our money, preparing food, figuring out distance, time and cost for travel, making home, understanding sports, playing music, exercising and more. Math makes everything in balance. Math is all around us. Now, we are going to our main lessons for today. Did you know, without the help of our mathematicians, mathematics will not be discovered? And the world will be in chaos. Well, it is obvious. Today, main lessons we will going to discuss and to know more about our 3 out of thousands mathematicians worldwide that considered George David Hilbert, and John Vane. Okay, first we have George Cantor, or George Ferdinand Ludwig Philipp Cantor, was a German mathematician. Set theory, which has become a fundamental theory in mathematics. Now, what is set theory? Set theory is the mathematical or well-determined collisions called sets of objects that are called members or elements of sets. It provides the axioms from which the rest of mathematics is built up. Example, a given set A and B, one can perform some basic operations with them, yielding the following sets. The set is called the union of A and B, whose elements are the elements of A and B. The set called the intersection of A and B, whose elements are the elements common to A and B. The set A and B called the difference of A and B, whose elements of A that are not members of B. George Cantor established the importance of one-to-one correspondence between the numbers of two sets defined infinite and well-ordered sets, and prove that the real numbers are more numerous than the natural numbers. One-to-one correspondence is the counting and quantity principle referring to the understanding that class object in a group can be counted once and only once. The second mathematicians, we have David Hilbert. David Hilbert was also a German mathematician and one of the most influential and universal mathematicians of the 19th and early 20th centuries. He discovered and developed a broad range of fundamental ideas in many areas, including invariant theory. Invariant theory is a branch of abstract algebra dealing with action of groups on algebraic varieties such as vector spaces. From the point of view of their effect on functions, the simplest example of an invariant is the discriminant d equals b squared minus ec of the binary quadratic of n equals r equals 2. Form of f x and y equals e x squared plus 2 by 2b xy plus cy squared, or the discriminant delta equals 3b squared c squared plus 6ebc minus 4b by the power of 3 d minus 4ec by the power of 3 minus e squared d squared of the ternary of n equals 2 and r equals 3. Form f of x and y equals ax by the power of 3 plus 3b squared y plus 3cxy squared plus dy by the power of 3. Next we have calculus variations. Calculus of variations is a field of mathematical analysis that uses variations, which are small changes in functions and functionals, to find maxima and minima of functions, graphing from a set of functions to the real numbers. Then we have commutative algebra. It is the branch of algebra that studies commutative rings, their ideas and modules over such rings. Prominent examples of commutative rings include polynomial rings. Example, the sum and product of this in this is a commutative ring with unity. Two different polynomial can define the same function on R, but we still treat them as different elements of R in X. Next we have algebraic numbers theory. Algebraic numbers theory, it is a branch of numbers theory that uses the techniques of abstract algebra to study the integers rational numbers and their generalizations. And now, for the last we have the foundations of geometry. It is the study of geometries as axiomatic system based on ancient Greek methods. An axiomatic system is a formal description of a way to establish the mathematical truth that flows from a fixed set of assumptions. Now, let's move on to our last mathematicians for today. We have John Vane was an English mathematician, logician, and philosopher noted for introducing the Venn diagram used in the fields of set theory, probability, logic, statistics, computations mathematics, and computer science. Venn extended both mathematical logic and best known to mathematicians and logicians for his diagrammatic way of representing sets and their union and intersection. he considered three dicks, R, is R, S, and T as typical subsets of A set A. So that's it for today, guys. I hope you learned something and cherish the importance of mathematics in our lives and appreciate those people who discovered and developed the mathematics. Malik, once again, see you on the next video. God bless us all. Happy learning.